Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to do our fall leaf project. And what you will need is the black paper that came in your packet and your oil pastels from the other week. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like at the end. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw the big leaf in the middle. And notice how my leaf takes up a large part of the paper. So I'm gonna get out my black. Actually, let's do this with yellow because that way you can see it. We can trace over that later. So when we draw our leaf, I'm gonna draw the center line first. And I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna just draw a curved line like this all the way down. And stop, you need at least your fingers at the bottom like that. Then from the point, you're going to curve around, fat at the bottom, pointy at the top, and not all the way to the bottom because this is the stem. So we're gonna go this way. And if you don't like how that turned out, you just make it bigger because we're gonna color over it. So this is kind of our leaf shape. Now, we are gonna color the center yellow like this, just the middle, because fall leaves are yellow, red, and orange. And so what I'm gonna do is then I'm gonna kind of draw my veins out, and the veins go towards the point of the leaf, like that. And I'm just gonna make the yellow kind of thick in the middle, and then out like this. Okay, now I am going to take my orange, and then I'm gonna do some of the next part orange. And I might even want a little bit more yellow in there, so you wanna keep that one handy. And you will need your red at the end. So orange in the little areas in between. It's okay if you color over it because we can always go back and put it back in. And we're gonna go over that with black anyway. A little bit of orange. And remember, with oil pastels, you want to push kind of hard so that it fills in all the black, but don't color over all your yellow. And this. Okay, now this part on the edge, I'm going to go back with my red and color the edges all the way. And you want to overlap a little because you want to make sure that they blend together. I'm gonna make that one longer. And overlap all the way. And I'm gonna color over that yellow line because I don't want the edge to be yellow. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I wanna make sure that that yellow line is kind of colored over. I don't really want it there. Okay, we're gonna go over that again with black in a little bit. Okay, so once you have done this and you kind of blend those colors together so that it kind of, there's not a hard line. I just bring my my red into my orange, and then I can do the same with my yellow on the other side. Like that, right? All the way. Okay, then I'm gonna take my black and I'm going to trace my leaf and add the veins in black. So I want the stem to be black, and I'm gonna trace my center line and my other veins. Now I don't want to cover all my yellow, so I'm gonna go just at the top of the yellow, like that. Okay, and then if you want that vein to be a little thicker, just make it thicker. And then you trace around your leaf as close to the edge as you can get. Now, I did my background with cool colors. So, that didn't go very straight, but we can go back and fix it. And it's okay if it's not perfectly straight because there are a lot of leaves that are that have kind of jagged edges. Okay, but if you look at my leaf, I have cool colors, so purple and blue, and I used black. And I trace around purple, blue, black, and I'm gonna do a pattern around my leaf. And you can do your stripes as thick as you want. Now, it will take longer if you do really thin stripes. So if you wanna do thicker stripes, that way it doesn't take quite as long to color, but you're gonna just trace around the shape of your leaf. And we're gonna use, since our leaf is fall colors, those are warm colors, red, yellow, and orange. Our background is gonna be cool colors, purple, blue, and I want to push hard because this is black paper and we want the colors to be bright. So no light pushing on this. You gotta make sure you get that color down there. And then you trace around that. And all the way. Now, see how I went out and there's a big black line right here? So I'm just gonna color all of that inside there blue, all the way up to the purple. Because I don't wanna leave that black paper showing, because we're gonna draw the black line with the black oil pastel. Now, if I want my purple to go a little bit darker, then I can do that too. Now, then I take my black and I'm gonna draw around it, and then I'll just color in that space. All the way around, same leaf shape. It looks really cool when we're done and then I color in that space. Fill in the line, so it's a stripe. And on this side. Okay. There, and then I just keep coloring nice and smooth, and I want to make sure that I push hard enough because otherwise you won't see the stripes. Okay, now there's my 3 colors. Now I'm going to go back to purple. And then, okay, if your paper, if it's hard to do this side over here, I'm going to turn mine upside down because I don't want to smear. If I have to color on this side, then my hand has to stay over. So if I turn it around, I can trace and not have my hand go into the oil pastel. Now, see how it goes all the way to the edge of the paper? We're going to keep going until we fill up all of the paper. Even though this is hitting the edge right here, we are going to keep doing it. This side, blue, and then I follow along, and then I'm going to color that little stripe in. Okay, and then I turn my paper over to do the other side so that I don't get my hand in it. And then I hit the wall, I hit the edge of the paper right there. So I'm just gonna stop right there on that side, but I gotta carry my stripe over here, like it would actually go out like that. And this goes all the way to the edge too, right there. And then I'm actually gonna make this little middle part purple, like that. Okay, then we turn it back around and do the next line. Black, and I'm going to take that all the way to the edge right there, fill it all in, put on the other side, and this one's just gonna go right out to the edge. There we go. And the edge of this all the way to the edge as far as I can. And it's good to have a piece of paper underneath because look, I got it on my table right there. And I'll have to wipe that off later. Okay, and then we go back to purple. And you want to make sure that you have this curve that goes this way because otherwise it doesn't look like the shape of the leaf. It needs to curve around. It's skinnier at the top than it is down here. It sticks out fatter. Okay, and then I fill in that space all the way up to the black. And this. And then we do the blue. Goes around like this. All the way to the edge. And you keep going until you fill up the whole paper. Back to my black. Okay, purple. Oh nope, I gotta do all the way around. Purple. That just, oops, I got the table. Okay, and then this last piece is blue, and this last piece is blue. And then all we have to do is this corner right here. And we're not going to stop until we get all the way to the edge. Fill in those spaces. There. I'm going to just color that little section blue. Okay, and there we go. There is our fall leaf art project. Here's the first one. And there's the one we just did together. All right, I look forward to seeing these when you're done.